What is going on, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global here, back with another video. And in this one, we finally got some news here on J.C. Jackson. I know you guys have been patiently waiting. You've been asking, and we finally got some news. Now, not just the Patriots, but all 32 teams had about until 4 p.m. today to make a decision on their restricted free agents. Are they going to place a tender on them or not? Obviously, the Patriots waited until last minute to do so. I think that they were trying to get a long-term deal done, and if they weren't, then this was going to be their option. Now, they did place a tender on him. They placed a second-round tender on him, though, which was actually really surprising. I truly thought that they were going to place a first round on him, but I guess they truly believe that a team isn't targeting him that much that they had to place a first-round tender on him, so I believe that does bring the price down a little bit. What this means is that J.C. Jackson is going to be with the New England Patriots for one season, $3.3 million, but, and that's a big but here, another team can attempt to sign J.C. Jackson. The Patriots can match that offer if they would like to. If they don't and another team does end up acquiring J.C. Jackson, the Patriots would get Patriots would get a second round pick in return for J.C. Now, if I'm an NFL team out there, I definitely would give up a second round pick for J.C., but I guess the Patriots don't think that, a team would. Straight off the bat, the big thing this means is that they didn't get a long-term deal done. This doesn't mean that they still can't, but, of course, when you have a time to do it and you don't actually get it done and they have to place them on a tender, things don't necessarily look good. But we know that we're likely going to get J.C. Jackson back for at least another season. What this does mean, though, is that if they don't get a long-term deal done, that next offseason, so a year from now, he will be an unrestricted free agent. Now, JC is definitely a fan favorite here in New England. He has balled out since New England picked him up, I believe, in the 2018 draft. It was following the 2018 draft as he was an undrafted free agent pickup by New England. And this man has more than exceeded expectations. Still very, very young. He's only 25 years old, completely in his prime, can only get better. If the Patriots signed him to a long-term deal, they would still get it done, for him being in his 20s. 6'1", good-sized for a defensive back, plays on the outside, and can match up with some of the bigger wide receivers. Now, this past season, he was going head-to-head with Dolphins defensive back Xavier Howard, who was overall the best defensive back this past season. In 2020, J.C. Jackson appeared in all 16 games, starting in 11 of them, which was a career high. He had 9 interceptions. He was going head-to-head till the last game with Xavier Howard for most interceptions out of any player for the 2020 season. He was also able to record 14 passes defended, 3 fumble returns, 40 combined tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 0 quarterback hits. The year before that, in 2019, he appeared in all 16 games, starting 6 of them, 5 interceptions, 0 sacks, 36 total tackles, 0 tackles for loss, 1 quarterback hit. His rookie season comes in, appears in 13 games, starting 5 of them. He still records 3 interceptions. On top of that, he was also able to put up about 6 passes defended, 24 total tackles, and 1 tackle for loss. With those stats, you can obviously see that J.C. Jackson is a straight ball hog. He is probably the best, probably not even, he's definitely the best on the Patriots, and he definitely is a guy that results in turnovers. He's a guy that you don't want to target. He's someone that has the speed to hang on with defensive backs long down the field, and is someone whose most interceptions actually came from quarterbacks targeting him down the field. Now, those 38 tackles in 2020 went for tied for 68th in all of the NFL. His 9 interceptions, of course, were second, just behind Xavier Howard. He was targeted 75 times, which was tied for 31st, and he had 41 receptions allowed, which was tied for 50th. He had an overall PFF grade of 69.5, which is pretty dang good. His run defense was about 60, so not too great. His pass rush grade was 54.8, which I'm not really all worried about because he's a defensive back. And then his coverage grade was 70.1, which isn't bad, but definitely could be better. The thing about JC Jackson is that obviously the Patriots had to bring him back, and we're all hoping that they're going to get him signed long term so we have some insurance at the position going forward. We don't know what's going to happen with Stephon Gilmore. Will the Patriots trade him? Will the Patriots not trade him? But even if the Patriots do not trade him, he is going to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the 2021 season, just like JC Jackson. And I think the people, or a lot of people rather, don't understand that cornerback actually is going to be a need for the New England Patriots if they don't get some long-term deal signed, or some long-term deal signed for the future. I know that they just signed Jalen Mills to a 4-year contract, and it's a great pickup. We're going to have to see how it pans out, but you're going to need some help beside Jalen Mills. Can he be a number one shutdown corner? I don't know about that. And your top two corners on the team, and even in the NFL, is Stephon Gilmore and JC Jackson. If you lose both of those guys, your secondary is going to take a pretty big hit. Really, my worries here for JC Jackson is, can he be a number one corner? He's going to get paid big time, but I know Bill Belichick is going to be very hesitant to give him a big contract after what we saw from the 2020 season. Now, Stephon Gilmore, of course, was your number one corner. JC Jackson finally started to take over in 2020 as the number two cornerback, just opposite of Stephon Gilmore. But Gilly ended up going down with an injury. He was out for the rest of the season. That thrusted JC Jackson into the number one starting role. He had to go up against the best of the best in the league, and it looked like he was not able to hang on with them. Now, there were times that for sure it looked like he was able to, and then there were times he was getting burned. He wasn't able to hang on. He was tripping over himself. And that's not the type of guy you just give a big contract to. Bill Belichick is not going to just go out, give you a large contract as a starting number one corner in the NFL when you haven't really proven, just yet at least, that you're able to do so. JC Jackson is a spectacular number two cornerback for sure, but I can't confidently say that he's ready to be a number one. Either way, though, the New England Patriots are getting JC Jackson back for at least one more season. Before we do end this one off, I want to talk about my boys over at betonline.ag, the sponsors of this video. Now, BetOnline has the fastest and easiest ways to bet on all of your sports action. Football might be over, but NBA, college basketball, and the NHL are still a full swing. BetOnline even covers awards, TV shows, and reality TV. They also have real-time updated odds and props on almost anything you can imagine, and they also have you covered for news, scores, and odds, and it is the best way for you to place your bets, and it's completely free to sign up. All you guys got to do is head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50% off welcome bonus on your first deposit. Again, this is BetOnline. Don't sit on the sidelines anymore, my friends. Get in with the action, and don't forget to use that promo code CLNS50 to receive a 50% off welcome bonus on your first deposit. Like always, guys, I appreciate you for watching this video. How do you feel about JC Jackson being tendered and potentially and most likely returning to the New England Patriots for at least one more season? Let me know in the comment section below. Remember to give this video a big thumbs up. It tremendously helps me out, along with subscribing to the channel if you haven't already and clicking that bell notification so you get notified when I post a new video. I already made videos on all the Patriots' other signings, so if you want to check those out, make sure you guys go ahead and check them on my channel. I appreciate you guys for watching yet again, and I'll catch you in the next one.